A passport is more than just a travel document in the modern, globalized world. It is a representation of liberty, accessibility, and cross-border mobility. Certain passports enable its holders to enter many countries without a visa or with one upon arrival, allowing for easy international travel. However, certain passports limit the countries to which its holders can travel, necessitating additional paperwork and visa requirements. The 10 most powerful passports in the world, which permit their holders to travel extensively with little restrictions, and the 10 least powerful passports, which have severe travel restrictions, will be discussed here. The top 10 most powerful passports for 2024. 1. Japan. Japan has remained at the top of the passport rankings for many years. By 2024, over 193 countries will provide Japanese people entry without the need for a visa or upon arrival. They can go to almost every location on the planet thanks to this incredible independence from onerous visa requirements. Japan's inhabitants may travel across borders with ease because of its solid diplomatic ties and stable economy. The most powerful passport in the world, a Japanese passport opens doors to almost unlimited travel throughout the world. 2. Singapore. Singapore is regularly in the top half when it comes to passport power. Singaporeans will be able to travel to 192 countries in 2024 without a prior visa. Singapore is a significant player in world politics thanks to its strong economy, astute diplomacy, and engagement in international issues, all of which strengthen its passport. Traveling for work or pleasure, Singaporeans have nearly unmatched freedom, which is indicative of the nation's worldwide connections and global influence. 3. Germany. Germany is still one of the most powerful nations in Europe, and this influence is reflected on the passport. German nationals are not need to obtain a visa in order to travel to 191 countries. Germany's passport holders have few travel restrictions because of its strong position within the European Union, strong economy, and solid diplomatic contacts. Germans have a high degree of mobility, whether they are traveling across Europe or the world. 4. South Korea. The prestige of South Korea on the international scene is still growing, and its passport is one of the strongest in the world. Citizens of South Korea will be able to visit 191 countries in 2024 without a visa or with one upon arrival. The nation's expanding economic and cultural clout, primarily from K-dramas, K-pop, and technology, has enhanced its international profile and led to advantageous travel agreements across the globe. A South Korean passport provides simple entry to a large number of countries, making it a significant asset for international travel. 5. Italy. Passport holders from Italy are able to enter 190 countries without a visa. Italy's residents enjoy extensive travel advantages due to their country's historical and cultural significance, as well as their membership in the European Union. Italians enjoy seamless mobility and ease of travel, making their passport one of the most powerful in the world, from the Schengen area to distant destinations. 6. Finland. Finland has always had a strong passport system, and as of 2024, it grants travelers entry to 189 nations without the need for a visa. Finland has a strong passport because of its robust economy, excellent standard of living, and strong diplomatic ties. Because Finland is seen as a stable and trustworthy nation abroad, its residents have generally unfettered travel freedom, whether they are on a work or personal trip. 7. Luxembourg. Luxembourg is a little country but has a lot of economic and diplomatic power. One of the most potent passports in the world, it permits travel to 189 countries in 2024 without the need for a visa. Luxembourg's people enjoy a high degree of travel freedom thanks to its close relations to the European Union and other international organizations. 8. Austria. Austria is one of the passport powers, with its citizens being able to enter 189 countries without a visa. Austria's robust economy, political neutrality, and strategic location in Europe all contribute to its stature internationally. Due to Austria's reputation for diplomacy and international cooperation, its residents enjoy freedom of travel to a wide range of nations. 9. Sweden. In 2024, 188 countries will grant visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to Swedish nationals. Due to its solid human rights record, impartial political outlook, and dedication to international diplomacy, Sweden enjoys significant worldwide recognition, which benefits its inhabitants' freedom of travel. Swedish visitors profit from a vast worldwide network of open borders, whether they are traveling around Europe or more remote regions. 10. Denmark. Denmark completes the top 10 with a passport that grants visa-free travel to 188 nations. Denmark is well known throughout the world for its calm foreign policy, strong economy, and high level of living. Danish passport holders hold one of the strongest passports in the world, allowing them to visit many countries with only minimal visa requirements. The 10 passports with the least powerful in 2024. Certain passports have considerable restrictions, while others grant broad entry around the world. These passports limit travel abroad, frequently as a result of tense diplomatic ties, geopolitical conflicts, or unstable economies. 1. Afghanistan. Regretfully, Afghanistan's passport is still the weakest in the world. Only 27 countries allow entry without a visa or upon arrival for holders of Afghan passports. Afghan citizens, who frequently face visa limitations in most parts of the world, have very few travel opportunities due to years of political instability, violence, and strained international relations. 2. Iraq. Iraq's passport continues to rank among the poorest in the world, allowing entry into just 29 nations without a visa. Iraqis find it challenging to travel freely due to decades of conflict, political unrest, and fragile relations with many other nations. Even with the attempts to enhance contacts with other countries, the nation still has a long way to go before it can become a passport power. 3. Syria. As of 2024, Syria's passport is among the least strong, with entry to only 30 countries. Syria is now politically isolated due to the ongoing civil war and international sanctions, which restricts the freedom of travel for its inhabitants. A number of nations have stringent visa policies for bearers with Syrian passports because of security concerns and strained diplomatic relations. 4. Pakistan. Only 33 countries grant visa-free or visa on arrival travel to holders of Pakistani passports. Pakistan's low ranking is a result of its complicated political environment, security issues, and strained relations with neighboring countries. Pakistan's passport continues to have limited travel flexibility, notwithstanding the country's improvements in its international status. 5. Yemen. Holders of Yemeni passports are only permitted entry into 34 nations without a visa. Yemen's international status has been severely hampered by years of civil conflict, political unrest, and humanitarian problems. This restricts Yemeni nationals' travel options as they encounter considerable difficulties in acquiring visas for the majority of places. 6. Somalia. Only 35 countries grant visa-free or visa on arrival entry to holders of the Somali passport. Somalia is now alone on the global scene as a result of decades of political unrest, civil conflict, and inadequate government. Consequently, inhabitants of Somalia are subject to severe travel restrictions, with the majority of nations requiring visas for admission. 7. Palestine. Only 38 nations allow Palestinians entry without a visa. The mobility of Palestinian nationals has been severely impacted by the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the country's lack of international recognition as a sovereign state. 8. Nepal. Only 40 nations allow entry without a visa or upon arrival for nationals of Nepal. Nepal's passport has virtually little value because of its remote location and economic difficulties. Even though Nepal has cordial relations with several countries, bearers of a Nepali passport are nevertheless subject to a number of international travel limitations. 9. North Korea. Only 42 countries are visa-free for nationals of North Korea. The limited worldwide mobility of North Korean citizens is mostly due to their country's political isolation and tense relations with other countries. 10. Bangladesh. Only 45 countries grant visa-free or visa on arrival travel to holders of the Bangladeshi passport. Bangladesh's economy has improved recently, but its passport is still not very strong. The restricted freedom of travel for citizens of Bangladesh is a result of political difficulties and strained diplomatic relations with several countries. Final thoughts. The value of a passport is indicative of a country's worldwide reputation, diplomatic ties, and general global influence in addition to its ability to facilitate travel. While citizens of nations like Afghanistan and Iraq face severe travel restrictions, citizens of nations like Japan, Singapore, and Germany enjoy nearly free access to the rest of the world. Passport power rankings may fluctuate as a result of changing global conditions, but in terms of travel freedom, these nations rank highest and lowest in 2024. Let us know in the comments what you think about the 10 most powerful and least powerful passports, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.